Hello.
Goedemiddag.
Morning. Oh, we're not on in morning. I always say this every time.
Het leven is te veel feest.
Goedemiddag.
Goedemiddag, yeah. Het leven is te veel feest. Do you know what that means?
I don't think so.
So feest. You must know what the word feest is.
I've heard it. Why do I not know what it is?
Het kerstfeest. Feest is party or celebration. Life is all one celebration. It goes too fast, right? That's. Hoe was jouw week? How was
Very
your
true. Busy as always. Yeah.
Let's turn this down a little bit, actually. There we go.
Hopefully
Busy as
you
always. How do you say busy?
Do you know how to say busy?
We had that last week, so that's why I thought I can bring it back in, right?
Yeah. I was thinking about this earlier as well. What I was going to say. I can't think what busy is.
Druk.
Druk.
We put in the chat for you. Druk. Without the J, sorry. Druk. There you go. Druk. Ja. Mijn week was druk. Right?
Yes.
It's a nice, simple sentence. Obviously, was is was. Druk is just the way you need to know that. Mijn week was druk. Good. Have we done anything fun this week?
Probably. I've just I don't know, what have I done?
If you have to think about it, that's not a good sign.
No, I can only just think about what I've done today. It's been, very druk.
Wow, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign, hey?
No. But I've got some this weekend should be nice. Going walking in the peaks on Friday.
Nice.
And then meeting some friends at the weekend. So
sounds like a good one. Something to look forward to. Have you practiced any Dutch this week as well, by any chance?
Little bits, not as much as I wanted to. I've got a book of Poirot.
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm a big sort of murder mystery fan. And obviously he's from Belgium. So when we've been to Belgium before, I love to go in a bookshop or things like that. So I brought one. So I thought, oh, that actually would be good, because it's a difficult book. Obviously, I'm not there yet, but just for trying to practice the reading random sentences in there and getting.
And it doesn't matter what you remember the text you did last week, right? That was actually a difficult text. So it's just setting your expectations, right? If you open that book and you're going to read it and you go like, well, I didn't understand any of that, then you're going into that with the wrong expectation. You're not there at that level. To be fair, probably that level for our books are probably in the region of B1, B2 level book, if not higher, to be fair, right?
Yeah.
Difficult.
I was just trying to get used to sort of trying to pronounce some of the words as we were doing before and trying to.
But that's what you need to do, right? And that's why I said that is what will work. Ideally, when you're together with your partner, you do that together, right? But even like over video or whatever calling, you can do that as well, right? It's a nice thing to do, but it will really help you, right? And I assume your partner is open to that.
Yeah, he was helping.
So I think that would definitely be. And obviously, we're going to read, but the more reading you can do, the easier it gets, right? That's really what it's about as well. So yeah. Well, today we're going to start a little bit of a new topic. We're going to start numbers today. Quite a nice little light topic. Do you know much about Dutch numbers yet?
A little bit up until about 5, and then not so much.
Did you learn the numbers to 20 like I asked you to do? Or?
I started having a look at them, but I can't remember them all up to 20, that's for sure.
Okay, well, let's have a look at that. Let me share my screen with you.
I was going to ask as well, I'm sort of struggling how to fit in learning, if there was any sort of things you'd recommend sort of just doing a bit of half an hour of like trying to just practice one thing each day, or whether I sort of maybe need to do more or like multiple things throughout one day. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
It may vary from person to person, but
good question. Really good question, to be fair. I get that question quite often. Now, because you're early level class, we don't do as much with it. But so what I tend to do or recommend, right? So you've just done the first two topics, right? So it's very elementary levels that you've just done. But we're now starting to get into more topics where you're going to see homework, right? So of every hour of contact that you got with me, you have probably at least another hour of homework around that, basically, right? And that could be either revision or homework exercises. Generally, what I tend to do is I'll go like, okay, we'll do a couple of the exercise together, so you get the gist of what the exercise is about. Sometimes I just go like, you can do this all by yourself. You're probably realistically looking at about an hour of homework I'll give you every week. So far, not as much yet, but that will be the realistic expectation.
yeah.
Now, the other thing I use is something called Memrise.
Yes.
Right. So obviously we spoke about that before as well. So Memrise is like Duolingo. It's one of those sort of systems where you can learn vocabulary, right? Because the more vocabulary you can do, the better it gets. Now, realistically, I would say spend 15 minutes a day as a minimum on that, as a bit of a refresher, really, right? And then it's becoming conscious about, okay, taking time in. So the more students read, the more they do other things around it, the better it gets. And I will give you exercise along the way anyway. I'll go like, well, actually, so one of the next topics we're going to do is, for example, objects in and around the house, which are all like plurals, for example, right? And what I'll say to people is that, okay, things that I know will help learning is to put things post-it note up, for example, right? That's a really good way to do it. So that kind of stuff is extra learning on top of that. And reading is an honest that is such a useful skill. We will do reading, but that's by no means enough, really. You should do more, especially because you have a Dutch partner to practice with as well. That I think will be the difference. But on a weekly basis, realistically, you got an hour contact, an hour of homework, and then ideally 15 minutes a day on Memrise.
Okay.
That's what I would say. And that's sort of what I would aim for as well, because I'm going to give you vocabulary to learn. I'm going to give you all that kind of stuff to learn as well, right?
Yeah.
So that's just what I expect. That's not talking about what you could be doing on top of that, right? A very easy, simple thing you can do. You can even do this while at work. Put Dutch radio on. Right? I assume you got headsets here anyway. Do you listen to radio?
Yeah, usually music or something. So I definitely
put Dutch radio in the background. And by doing that already, you get familiar with sounds, right? And words, because as we do vocabulary and you grow your language, you go like, oh, I recognize that word. I recognize that word. My husband, because he's learning Dutch as well. For him, that's a really good way to pick up words, or to go like, oh, I remember that word, and therefore it becomes more applicable, basically, as well.
Right.
So that's another simple thing you can do. Make sense? Does that help?
Yeah, no, that's helpful. Thank you.
There you go. Right, well, let's start with numbers today then, right? So we're going to start a new topic. Nice little light topic. So what's the aim here? We're going to look at cardinals and ordinals, by the way. So those are obviously types of numbers. Do you know what a cardinal and an ordinal is?
Do you know what? I don't think I do. Probably I do know, but just not.
The terms. No, exactly. Yeah, that's why I've asked you that. But cardinal numbers are counting numbers. 1, 2, 3, basically. Ordinals, as the name has got in there, order, right, is first, second, third. That's those kind of words, basically. So those we're going to do. Now we're going to focus on cardinals to begin with. And really, I'm going to teach you to count up to a million and well beyond, really, right? And because it's not difficult, it's just learning some vocabulary and then applying a structure to it, basically, right? So the numbers 0 to 20 are always a little bit different. Every language they are anyway, right? So you said you've been doing some learning already. So let's have a look then. So that first column, Which of these numbers were you able to say already?
So to be fair, I forgot about 0. But,
It's an important number.
yes. Ian, that's one.
Een.
Ain, smiley A. Ain, twee. I think I always want to put an N on that, but I know it's not an N. Twee, drei,
3, yeah.
3. Vier. That's always do the R on. And then yeah. Vef. It's the I
Yeah.
A. I remember 5 is Vef. And then I can't quite remember 5.
Well, I'll do this for you then. There you go. So that's how we write them, right? So how about you read them again? But now, obviously, we did pronunciation last week as well, right? So now applying all those bits onto it then, really, right? So that first one, how do you pronounce that?
No.
No. There you go. Now the first one, ain, right? So this is the long E. A. Ain.
Ain.
The next one?
No. Ain. We.
Very good.
Yeah, I think because one's before it, I always want to just stick the EN on the end.
Yeah. Twee, yeah.
Way. Drei.
Drie.
Drie.
Drie,
not A. Yeah. Drie. Vier. Vijf.
I, yeah, I. So this is the one you push up. 5.
Vijf. 6.
Yeah, 6. There you go.
6. Zij. Wijn.
7. Yeah, there you go. 7.
Een.
Because it's EN ending, right? That was one of those. Remember from pronunciation, it's a stupid E then. 7.
For some reason, the A, I know that like the ACHT, it catches me out.
It's just a G, right? It's just a G.
I don't know why it confuses me how to say it.
Acht.
Acht.
Yeah. And the next one?
Nee. Nee. I can't quite remember how to do the sort of the G E sound together. I know they're not together. But
I was going to say they're separate. So, nee, gun.
Nee, gun.
Yeah, because that EN is stupid again, right? Remember, EN at the end of words always stupid. So, 7, 9.
Gun.
So, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the next ones, now I'll just show these to you straight away, really. So the next one is 10,
10,
11,
12,
12,
12.
12.
Do you say the T as well?
Of course, yeah.
Tv. So it's more like, it's quite quick.
Yeah, it's quite tw. Yeah, exactly. They merge together. Tw. 12.
12.
So remember the trick with words. If you struggle to pronounce them, start with the vowel. Right? So in this case, the A, right? Then you put the bit behind it. Alf. So remember that layering, it helps with pronunciation if you struggle like that. So A, alf, 12.
12.
Not 12. A.
12.
There you go. Very good. Now, the next one. Der.
13.
And then 14.
14.
There you go. And afterwards, it follows the same routine, really, right? Well, even from 13, obviously, like in English, the 10 bit is 10 in Dutch, right? So that's easy. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, right? Which is the same as in English, right? 16, 17, 18, 19. It follows that same principle. And actually, if you think about it, even in English, you don't say 13, you say 13, right?
Mm.
And it's the same we do in Dutch as well. So the der is basically our third. So 13. So these are just a list of words you need to learn. Well, really, you need to learn 0 up to 14. Because afterwards, it's just regular routine, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is vocabulary. This is just learning words, right? That's as simple as it is. And then 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, right? So those are just some round numbers to practice with. So let's do a bit of an exercise then. So there's a word there. There's a phone number, a Dutch phone number there. So pronounce the word in front of as well. How would you say telephone number? We had this last week with the text as well, right? Mobile phone.
I'm trying to. I think I have a habit of sometimes just trying to remember bits of how it was sounded instead of trying to apply the rules. So I'm trying to
Yeah.
apply the rules instead of just being like, oh, what I think.
It's a little bit a mix of both, to be fair. I mean, it's really because if it slows you down, the first bit helps if you know the words or think about that, give it a go. But yeah, there will be cases where you're like, no, that doesn't work. What are the rules? Apply it to it, right? So there's a little bit of a mix between both that you have to find that level there because obviously, yeah, you do speak as well, right? If that makes
yeah. Ale, tell.
So where are the breaks in this word?
Between the two ends.
Definitely. And between the two M's as well, right? Because I already told you before, if there's two identical letters, there's always going to be a break between those two, right? That's the thing there. So between the N's and between the M's. Oh, sorry, between two identical consonants, I should say. Not obviously with vowels, because you know those could be combination ones. So how about the first bit then? Where are the first breaks?
So you've got the TE and the LE. And then you have the
own. Yeah, exactly. Own. So phone, right? Because the F goes with that one. Phone. Yep. So for those E's, you said the break was between the E and the L. So therefore, it's at the end of the syllable. What does that mean from a pronunciation perspective?
So the stupid E, so bring my tongue down. So it's instead of A.
It's not a stupid E. No, because it's at the end of a syllable, isn't it? Because you said.
Yeah, there's a break there. So you say it as an E.
You said like that, right? So this is where the break is for you. So if you now look at that E, it's those two E's are the end of a syllable, therefore making them long, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what's a long E?
E, A, can't quite remember.
That's all right.
I thought it would be more of an I or
A. So
yes.
lay.
Hey, lay, phone. Noon.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Mer.
There you go. Yeah,
Mer.
there you go. Telefoonnummer.
Nummer. Nummer.
So that's the number. So how would you actually say that number then?
0,
Mm-hmm.
1,
1, yeah.
1, 4,
5, 5,
5, dat is ei. 5, 6, Z, Z,
6,
Z,
6, ZIS, 6,
oh, Z, Z, yes. 6. I think I can't remember what 9 is.
nee,
Yeah,
nee.
no.
We got a piece of paper next to you.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Should write it down.
How about you write them down? It's also a nice way to learn anyway. For quite a lot of my students, writing it down helps.
Yeah, unfortunately, I always tend to find just revising that way takes so much longer. But I always think dyslexic. If I have to write it down, it means I have to think about it more.
Oh, you're dyslexic. I didn't know that actually. Well, it's good to know because I got a few students who are like that who have that as well. So it helps me to understand how you're learning as well. So that helps. Okay, good to know. But still, try to write it down. I know it's difficult.
Got it. I think.
Just write the numbers 0 to 9 down.
Yeah, I've got those.
You got those. Great.
Yeah.
So going back to that number then.
So 0,
Mm-hmm.
1, 5,
5, yeah.
5, ei,
Yeah.
5. 6,
There you go.
6. 9,
Yep.
9. 3,
3, 3.
3, 3, 9,
Mm-hmm.
7,
Mm-hmm.
8,
8.
8, 8,
8. There you go. So how about the next one then? The mobile number. That should be an easy one now.
0,
Mm-hmm.
6,
Yep.
3, 7,
Mm-hmm.
8, 1,
Mm-hmm.
4, no, 4,
4. Yeah.
4, 6, 6,
6. Yeah. 6.
6, 7,
7. Yeah. There you
7,
go.
ei,
Yeah. Very good. So
7,
0, 6, 2, 3, 7, 8, 1, 4, 6, 7. Make sense?
Yeah.
Great. So, you want to ask that question?
What is jouwen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ja. No, lay, no,
Tele. Yeah. Tele.
lay,
Mm-hmm.
foon, noem, noem,
Yeah.
mirre, No.
Nummer. Yeah, there you go. Telefoonnummer.
Nummer. That's it. One syllable. Nummer.
Nummer. There you go. So what is jouw telefoonnummer? Right. Well, what is jouw telefoonnummer?
07 5 9 9 8
8. Ja.
8 1 2 0 3 8 3.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, this is what you spelled. I assume that was your number, right?
Yes. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Good. Right.
Okay.
I'll do the same thing. I'll give you a number.
Try and write it down.
Yeah. So 0 0 3 1 6 2 3 7 1 1 4 8 9.
Okay.
Right. It was this number.
6. I think I got it all right except for I missed one letter. Where's my chat? I missed the 2 between 6 and 3.
2 and 3. There you go. Fair enough. But that's good. Because obviously it's one thing to be able to say it, obviously to recognize them and put them into text as well is the other part. And that's obviously for you potentially the more difficult part as well, obviously, Ben. But yeah, let's do one more.
Yep.
I'm just making up a number. There you go. So 0 0 4 9 1 9 5 6 3 4 7 8 2.
I think that's right.
Not quite. It was 0 4. Nee, not 5, but 4. There you go. Second time you got the 5, 3, 4, 7, 8, 3. So yeah, you're swapping 2's and 3's and 4 and 5's. But obviously that's a bit of practice, really. Too bad. There you go. Again, something you practice with your partner as well, right? Asking just to go, okay, like I've just done, I've literally just made up a number and say it out loud, right? And go like, okay, can we do this? And practice, right? I mean, even counting really is one, right? So now knowing what you know, can you count from 0 to 10? Well, 0 to 9. We haven't really done number 10 yet, obviously.
Try.
Yeah, give it a go.
0 1 2 3 4 5
5.
5 6 6. No.
That's it.
I was right the first time. 7
Mm-hmm.
8 9.
There you go. Right. Now to really challenge you, can you count back from 9 to 0?
Oh gosh. 9 8 7 6 no 6 5 4 3 2
2.
wait twee, a, twee, één, nul.
No. There you go. So, if you want, and this is something we can do, and I've got a few beginner classes that I'm starting to do this with, but I can do this for you as well. So with some of the progress classes, what I do is I send them a daily message, basically, right? And with the more progressed, it tends to be more sentence focused. And I'll go, like, okay, here's a verb for today, turn that into a sentence. Now, you're not at that level yet, but I could go like, okay, every day I'll send you words and I want you to record how to pronounce it. Or
Yeah.
the other, would you be up for that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And it could be as simple as like, I could go like, okay, count for me the numbers 1 to 10, right? Could be one of them, for example, right?
Yeah.
So it could be focused on that, but it can also be, okay, how do you say how are you? So there's little bits of bit there every day to do. And if you're up for that, I'm happy to set that up for you, really, and do that as a thing to practice with, really.
Yeah, that'd be really helpful. That'd be great.
Great.
So,
I'll happily set that up for you. So I've got other classes tomorrow where beginner class as well. I'll ask them as well. They should be quite good as well to do that potentially with as well. And then yeah, I'll set that up for you, and we'll do that every day. You'll get like a message and just reply, and we'll just be via WhatsApp.
yeah, that's great. I could ask my my partner's parents to do the same. Actually,
You should. You should.
they've
Yeah.
got a family chat that they put something in yesterday. That one of my partner's uncles put in, but it was
Mm.
not going to be helpful to me because it was in dialect.
Mm.
It was basically German, and my partner Ruben gave it to me and said, try and pronounce this and see how far you get. I got a few words, but it was very difficult. So
Yeah. But obviously, yeah, it doesn't help that they go like, oh, here's a bit of dialects thing, trying to pronounce. And I get for them, they go like, oh, that's just funny. It's a nice thing to do, but it doesn't help you at this stage, right? But even so, it's great. I mean, it's the same with me. We got an Italian chat as well, and it's great. And even for you to just pick up things and start learning from it, it's great, right? The more little exercises you do, the better it gets.
yeah.
Great. Okay. So that is 0 to 9, really, right? There's some other numbers as well. So let's do a few of these. I'm not going to do all of these because I'm not going to have time to do all of that, but a few of them. Let's try, let's try the first one. Let's start easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's my numbers. 1,
Mm-hmm.
vijf.
Vijf. Yeah, vijf.
I struggle with the IJ bit.
Yeah, vijf.
Like bay, almost.
Mm-hmm.
A. Okay. 1,
Mm-hmm.
5, 8, 9,
Mm-hmm.
6,
Perfect.
5, 4,
Vijf. Push je kort eens, hè? Vijf.
5,
Mm-hmm.
4,
Yeah.
2,
Mm-hmm.
3.
Drie.
3.
Drie. There you go.
3.
Drie. Very good. Let's do the IBAN number as well. Obviously, there's a couple of letters in there as well.
Okay. N.
N. Yeah.
N. L.
Mm-hmm.
9.
Yeah.
7.
A. Zeven.
7. A.
Yeah.
B. N, A,
A.
I don't know why. A, 3,
3.
7,
Ja.
5, 1,
Ja.
3, 9, 1, 7, 8, 2.
2. Yeah. There you go.
2.
Right. I've got another number for you. 0, 1, 2, 5, 4, 7, 8, 3, 9, 6, 2.
Okay. I wrote it down on paper, so that I'm just
Mhm.
transferring it. I think. Does that come up?
I think it's the same. Yes, it is. There you go. So you can see, learning these kind of words, just a bit of practice here already. You can see how this little bit of practice going back and forth, you're picking it up, right? You're doing it quickly. And it's the same thing. The more we can do with that, the better it obviously becomes. But the same, obviously, yeah, with your partner, with your family, enroll them into your learning process, right? Make them part of it. And yeah, the more pronunciation you can do, great. But this kind of thing, and yeah, you're learning it. It's not like you're not able to learn, right? That's the other thing, right? Keep that in mind for yourself. You're more than capable to learn things like this, and just take practice, practice, practice. That's all you need to do.
Yeah. I think I might set aside a morning or breakfast or something that I'm not allowed to speak English. I have to speak.
Yeah,
Or
you
something.
should.
Try and
You should.
force that enough.
But even little 10, 15 minutes every day is enough you need to do, right? Memorize is another good thing, right? And memorize will work well for you, especially with dyslexia point of view. Yes, there is a written element to it. That's the bit you'll probably struggle a little bit more with. But it's all audio orientated as well, right? There's always audio recordings behind it as well. So that might help you there as well. Right. So let's take it a step further then. Let's do the tens into that mix, right? So this first column we've seen, right? It's the same as before. You want to read those out for me again?
10, 11, 12,
Yeah. Well done on the A.
13, 13,
Yeah. There.
10,
13. Yeah.
10, weer, A, no, it's A. That double E is an A. An A. Weer, weer,
Yeah.
10,
Yeah.
vijf, 15,
Yeah.
16,
Yeah.
17, 18,
Yeah.
19.
There you go. Question for you, because I know this with some of my other students that got dyslexia. What do you prefer? Because obviously I often say to you, "Oh, read it out loud," right? No, for some of my dyslexia students, so Sebastian, one of my other students, for example, he finds it stressful. He would rather hear me read it first and then repeat it. While I've got another student, Catherine, she's the opposite, where she would go, okay, I'll read it first. I'd rather give it a go. What would have your preference?
I don't mind either way. I mean, I do feel a little bit stressed when reading it out, but that's just the nature of learning things, I think.
It's part of it, but like I say, it's just now that you told me from this lecture, like I'm thinking all these things from other students that I use with them for things to apply to you.
Yeah, sorry, I should have said at the start, but
no, it's fine. It helps a lot, right? And actually, it explains why last week, the reading became stressful a little bit for you because of that. Now I understand when you said it was like, okay, right? Some bits clicked, but that's fine. I teach others that have the same thing, right? So
yeah. I think my preference, I mean, I do find it stressful, but I think I would prefer to be sort of one which is one-on-one, I think forced almost to try and give it a go.
Yeah.
I think for me, I need to sort of push myself in that.
Okay, so in that case, I'll just go first. Okay, that. Now, at the same notion, if you go like, actually, I don't know, just say, right? Just also say, like, can you say it first and then repeat it if that's easier as well? Because I know for people with dyslexia, it's always easier to hear it and then copy it, right? The copying technique is a stronger way for you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, well, that's obviously the numbers then, right? So let's add the tens into the mix, right? So obviously 10 is already there, right? That's the 10, obviously, but the other ones then. So 20 is a little bit different, right? So 20 is 20 in Dutch, right? Now think of twins. Nice, easy way to remember that, right? 20. Now, afterwards, look, because what we do is we take the numbers 13 up to 19, take away the 10 bit, and replace it with the word tig, or the ending tig, basically. Because what you can see there is 13, 30, 14, 40, right? It uses that same principle. All we do is we change over, right? Now, 15, 50. This becomes easy. 16, 60. 17, 70. Which is like English if you think about it, really. 70, 60, right? 50. I mean, you don't say 50, 50. It's slightly different in English there, right? But, and it's the same thing here where you see 40, right? In Dutch, we don't say 40, right? Not F-O-U-R. No, we say 4, F-O-R. And actually 14 is the similar principle there as well. So we use that same. Now, 90 is easy, but there's one little exception there, and that's 80. So 80, we add an extra T onto it. So 80, but now we actually say 80.
Okay.
Do you want to pronounce these?
Yeah, starting from 10 or starting from 20?
Start from 10 all the way down. Just go for it.
10. 11. 12.
Yep.
13.
Yep.
Vier.
Yeah, vier. You were correct the first time.
14.
Yep.
15.
Yep.
16. 17.
Yep.
18.
Very good.
19.
Perfect.
20.
There you go. Yeah, 20. Yeah, perfect.
30. 40. 50. 60.
Yeah.
70. 80. 90.
There you go. Keep in mind a G, right? Tig, isn't there? 90. I know you can do a G because you did the G before, right? Tig. Try it again. 90.
90.
There you go. 90. And obviously all of this is not a G, it's not a K, K, it's a G, right? K is here up high, K, G, a K, and G sits here, it sits slightly lower. Remember, what helps is to push air through your vocal cords as well. G, right? Push a bit more air behind it. There.
Yeah.
Now you know the round numbers. Actually creating the numbers up to 99 is fairly easy. But it is different because in Dutch we say it in reverse to English, just for fun, really, right? So what we do is we first say the counting number 1 till 9. Then we use the word and then we use the round number, the 10 number, basically, right? So if you look at the constructions there, so 21, in English you say 21. But what we actually say in Dutch is we say 1 and 20. Completely in reverse, right? So it would be 1 en 20. En means and, right?
Mm-hmm.
20. 2 en 30. 3 en 40. Or 4 en 50. So n is the bit there. The bit in front is always the number, basically the last number in English, right? So your counting number. And then your tens are at the end there, basically.
Okay.
Did you know this already, or is this new to you?
I vaguely knew it, yes, but it makes sense, yeah.
Good. Makes sense. I like it when people say it makes sense. Have a look at these words, by the way. Is there anything in particular you notice that looks a bit weird or different?
And in a few of them, it's got the sort of double. I can never remember what it's called.
Yeah, in Dutch we call that een trema. A lot of people call the umlaut, right? In German it's called an umlaut. In German, an umlaut means it's a different pronunciation. In Dutch, we call this een trema. It's got nothing to do with pronunciation. It's actually got to do with syllable breaking.
Oh,
So we put that on there to indicate that's the start of a new syllable. Because if you look at words like twee ends with an E, and n starts with an E, right? So we put those two dots on there to be clear that that is actually the start of a new syllable.
okay, yeah.
To give that clarity. Same with drie, right? It still ends with an E, although it's an IE, it still ends with an E. So therefore that
Otherwise,
E on
you
that
try and
end.
do the two E's together.
I mean, theoretically speaking, 43, you could say 43. If the trema wasn't there, theoretically speaking, if you break it after the I, right, it makes that double E, ain. Nobody would do that, but theoretically speaking, that's what it does, basically. It adds that clarity. And that's why we got that.
I see.
The other thing, obviously, we already seen when we did syllable breaking as well. All of it is one long word, right? We don't break it up. It's just written as one long word for us because we merge everything together. You've seen that before, right?
Yeah.
So, any questions about this bit?
I don't think so. I think that makes sense.
Good. You said it. You said it. So if I do this,
Gosh, okay.
an exercise, right? So, how about that first one?
Tach. Tig.
There you go. Perfect.
Which way are we going? Are we going down
Up to
each?
you. Up to you. Doesn't matter. But you want to do rows or columns?
I'll go down. So that would be negen. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
No.
It would be drie.
Mm-hmm.
Een.
N, yeah.
En. Drie en negentig.
Perfect.
And then we would do zes.
Mm-hmm.
Een.
N.
En 60.
There you go.
3 en 40.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, 43. Perfect.
it would be 9 en 20.
There you go.
8 en 80. Gosh,
Tig.
that's hard
Ja,
to do.
tig. 88.
Yeah, 88.
Yeah.
Gosh, I hope nobody turns 88 and I have to say birthday.
Yeah.
Four. Four is vier
Mhm.
en verft. No, vijft. Pig.
54. 54.
Yeah, it's trying to not get those muddled up.
Hmm.
Vier en dertig.
There you go.
7 en
Mhm.
30.
Not 30. 30.
30.
Ja.
Echt en 90.
Yeah, so not echt. 8. Push your tongue down. 8.
8.
There you go.
Not my air. 8.
8. Yeah. Because when you push your tongue down, air is escaping automatically anyway. Ah, right? That's what happens. 8.
Vier en
En
80.
there you go.
7 en 70.
There you go.
3
Mhm.
en 20.
There you go.
4 en. Oh, I think I've lost where I am. Which one am I
44,
doing?
you're at
52.
44. Oh, sorry. No, yeah, you did. Yeah, there.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do 54.
Yep.
I've lost where I am. Vier en vier. No, 50.
50. There you go.
6 en 40.
Perfect.
5 en 60.
Very good.
2 en 80.
Perfect.
3 en 30. I don't know why I find DER very difficult to say.
Yeah, there.
You pull your tongue down for that E.
All the short vowels, because this is a short vowel, right? It's an enclosed one. So, all the short vowels are always down.
Der, der, dertig.
There you go.
30. 9 en 90.
99. 44.
44 is next. 4 en 40.
There you go.
1 en
And, yeah,
20.
there you go. Very good.
4 en 90.
There you go.
67.
Ja, 7. 67.
67. 78.
70. There you go. So, now, in theory, you can count all the way up to 99. There was a deep grin there.
Yeah.
There you go, right?
Yeah, that's...
Now, why do we use these numbers? Well, we write them everywhere, really, right? But this is a particularly good phrase that you use that way a lot, right? Because how would you pronounce that first question?
Who are you is ooh,
Ow.
ow, ow, how,
Who.
how,
Out.
out, ben, yeah,
Yay.
yay, a, yes.
Hoe oud ben jij? Do you know what that means?
How old are you?
How old are you? Yeah. What's your answer?
Ich bin 24.
There you go, right? Now, underneath there, you can also see ik ben 24 jaar oud. So
Yes,
years
I
old.
am
That's years old,
years old.
basically. I'm so many years old. That's the proper way of saying it, I suppose. But you could say ik ben 24. It doesn't matter. Obviously, underneath the ben jij, you see bent u. That's just the formal version, really. But you can also use this in different contexts, right? I could say, hoe oud is jouw partner? This is obviously third person. Mijn partner is, however that is. Or in plural, hoe oud zijn jouw ouders, right? But you can use this in a lot of contexts. I could ask you, hoe oud is jouw laptop?
Mm.
Hoe oud is jouw hond? Hoe oud is jouw auto? Right? I can use it in all kinds of different contexts as well. It's not just for that, basically.
Yeah.
So, hoe oud is jouw partner, Mia?
Same number. Mijn has nee,
Partner, same as in English, simple, partner.
is 24 jaar oud.
Oud. Now, there you go. Now, that's the basic numbers. Well, we're going to carry on with this next week. So what we're doing next week, so homework for next week on page 3 of your lesson material. There's a whole bunch of other numbers there between 21 and 99. Obviously, keep learning the numbers. Obviously, that's the main homework, really. But there's an exercise there for you to write out as well. Just to get practice with it. It's a really good way to practice as well. I know writing can be tricky, but it's a good practice to learn words with as well for a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's homework for next week. And then we're going to carry on with 100 and further. And we're going to do ordinals and that kind of stuff in next week's lesson.
Well,
there you go.
Thank you.
No worries. I will see you next week. Depending on time next week, we may make a start with time as well. So I'll see you if you make it. I know you print out lesson material, so I'll put the new document on for you as well. Then you can already print that out as well, which is time.
Well, thank you. I'll see you next week.
I'll see you next week. Tot volgende week. Doei.
Doei.